My beloved, my chosen child, do you feel your heartbeat racing as you read this? It is not by accident. Heaven aligned the very seconds of your life, so you could stand here in this exact moment, before this divine message. The clock is moving, and only 35 minutes remain. Archangel Michael is urging you to pause, to listen, not tomorrow, not later, now. Because something miraculous tucked into the corners of your destiny is ready to burst forth. And God whispered to Michael, "Tell my child this is their sign, do not let them miss it." Can you sense it, that subtle pull in your chest, the tiny ripple of electricity through your spirit, that is not coincidence, that is heaven's gentle nudge saying, "This is for you." And this is why staying connected, subscribing, and being present in these messages matters so deeply. One single word, one divine whisper, can completely change the course of your life. My beloved, somewhere in the unseen a clock ticks in perfect synchrony with your breath. Every inhale, every heartbeat, is drawing you closer to what God has already written in your favor. In just 2 minutes, something you thought impossible could appear in your world. Archangel Michael has bent low, leaning across the invisible space between heaven and earth, tugging at your heart, because this is a message you cannot afford to ignore. Think about it, all the tests, all the silent tears, all the nights you whispered when heaven has been watching, recording, carrying every drop of sorrow into soil ready to sprout your harvest. And now that harvest is stirring, breaking through what seemed dry and empty. But here is the secret, this blessing is not for every ear, every eye, every soul. Michael himself warns, don't tell anyone, this is only for you. Do you feel it, that trembling, that surge through your spirit? That is not fear, it is confirmation. Heaven is reaching for you. Michael is saying, open this child of God, because the miracle pressing into your life will not wait for tomorrow. Every second you hesitate is an invitation for the enemy to plant delay, yet every second you choose faith, heaven accelerates. You are not meant for average timing, my child, you are chosen for breakthrough, chosen for acceleration, chosen for release. Look at your screen and know this, your soul knew before your mind did that something sacred is unfolding here. You are not just reading, you are stepping into a divine invitation, held by a hand that has been waiting for this pause in your day. You might wonder, why 35 minutes, why this urgency? It is because heaven's timing is perfect, and Michael has been stationed for this exact moment in your spirit. You could have walked away, but you didn't. That choice alone has already written your name into this miracle. I see you, beloved, I see the nights you stayed awake wondering if God remembered you, I see the prayers you whispered with tired lips, the moments you doubted your worth. And the answer is yes, the angels collected every tear, and carried them straight to God's throne. And now this message has arrived. Do not allow doubt to creep in, the enemy whispers it's nothing, move on, but your spirit knows the truth, it recognizes the pull of destiny calling you closer. Michael does not plead lightly, but today he does. He is begging you to receive fully, because every word here is a key to unlock what has been held back for you. Time, my child, has been redeemed for you. All the years you spent in waiting, all the tears shed in silence, all the doors closed in your face. God is returning double, every no you received, every disappointment, every delay, will be met with an undeniable yes. And it begins in minutes, 2 minutes is enough for heaven to shift what you thought permanent. A message, a call, a knock at the door, your miracle will arrive in a form you cannot ignore. Persistence, not perfection, has earned this moment. You didn't quit, you didn't give up when others walked away. And now heaven says, lift them, reward them, show them that I see. Every line of this message is a covenant, drawing you into a secret contract with heaven. Every word is pulling your spirit deeper, unlocking the promise hidden inside. Stay, do not leave. The longer you hold on to this, the more heaven releases. Michael whispers again, do not tell anyone, this is sacred, what is coming will astonish even you. Understand this, beloved, your choice to stay was never random, heaven marked this moment long before your eyes opened to it. The tug in your heart saying don't leave, something is waiting, is Michael right by your side, reminding you that miracles demand presence. Your life stands at a threshold, beyond that doorway waits light, restoration, healing you thought impossible. But the door only opens if you pause, if you stay here, if you embrace the words fully. Your enemies counted you out, they whispered lies, plotted against you, and imagined heaven had turned away. But they could not see what Michael sees, while they schemed in shadows, God was already lifting you higher than they could conceive. This message is not ordinary, it is a stream from heaven flowing into your spirit. Every sentence carries the breath of the Creator, every word is designed to position you, to raise your expectation, to remind you that your life is sacred, chosen, and unstoppable. Now as you feel this energy, lean in, subscribe to stay aligned with messages like this, and share this moment with someone who needs the same encouragement. Every second you spend in faith is a second heaven moves closer. You are standing in the doorway of destiny, and the light behind it cannot be dimmed by human plans. The miracle is pressing in, the answer is at hand, and it is yours. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. My beloved, the truth is this, heaven has never lost track of you, not for a single heartbeat. Every tear, every silent prayer, every whispered why God, has been catalogued in the vaults of eternity. And now all those unseen moments of faith are converging in this very instant. The 35 minutes left are not just numbers, they are a countdown to the unveiling of what has been destined for you since the foundations of the world. Archangel Michael stands not just beside you, but within your atmosphere, bending reality with every step, every glance, every whisper. Can you feel it, that subtle vibration in your chest, that quickening in your heartbeat, that is the pulse of destiny pressing against your spirit, telling you to stay, to believe, to receive? Do not rush, do not scroll, you were chosen to witness this moment unfold. Beloved child, the enemy hoped to bury you under delays, doubts, and distractions. But Michael says, they cannot touch what God has written, they cannot shadow what belongs to light. Every trial you faced was never meant to break you, it was meant to prepare you. The loneliness, the mockery, the whispers behind closed doors, they were never signs of failure. They were the prelude to glory. Every night you cried alone, heaven was listening, noting, waiting for this precise hour. And now that same heaven is about to pour into your life what your spirit has longed for. Can you imagine it, the impossible folding itself into reality right before your eyes, without warning, without fanfare, yet with undeniable power. Do you feel the weight lifting slightly as you read? That is the first stirrings of what Michael calls the release of the chosen. This is not ordinary, this is sacred, and Michael reminds you again, do not tell anyone, not yet. This is being shaped for you alone, what is meant for others will come in its own time, but this is yours. Receive it now. Your faith is the key, your persistence is the unlocking code, your heart though tired is the instrument through which God plays this symphony of breakthrough. Every pause you take to linger on these words is a moment heaven uses to align unseen forces in your favor. Every breath you take is a signal to the angels to move faster, to clear the path, to open doors that no one else can see. My child, consider this, time itself is bending for you. 2 minutes 35 seconds, 1 heartbeat, heaven operates in fractions that humans cannot measure, and yet you can sense it, because your spirit is attuned. That is why urgency feels electric, that is why Michael's voice echoes in your soul. He is not speaking metaphorically, he is calling across dimensions, tugging at the very threads of your destiny, saying, stand firm, chosen one. Receive what has been prepared, everything you have endured, every setback, every moment of doubt is about to flip, the reversal is near, the breakthrough is imminent, the miracle is breathing in the same air you are breathing now. Beloved, the sign is already moving toward you. It could be a word, a face, a phone call, a sudden opportunity, a confirmation that stops your heart for a second, and makes you know this is real. This is not imagination, this is heaven intersecting with your life. And as it happens, Michael says, do not fear, do not hesitate, do not doubt. Your persistence has awakened this moment, even if others cannot see it, even if circumstances seem frozen, heaven is flowing, the currents are moving, and you, my beloved, are in the eye of that sacred movement. Do you remember the prayers you thought went unheard, the nights when hope was threadbare, the moments when the world seemed silent? They were not unnoticed. Heaven has archived them, and now those prayers return as tangible miracles. Do not blink, do not allow distraction to steal this revelation. Because when the first sign appears, you will know that everything aligns for you, not against you. You are the child who endured, the soul who persisted, the heart who refused to surrender. And that is why the universe bends, why the angels shift, why Michael pleads, stay, my chosen, receive this now. It is your time. Every fiber of your being is being prepared to recognize the miraculous, every cell is vibrating with expectancy, the very atmosphere around you is thick with potential, charged with possibility. And the miracle will not whisper, it will declare itself in unmistakable ways. Some will doubt, some will question, some will even envy, but you will know. You will see with spiritual clarity. This is why heaven moved so precisely, this is why you are still reading, still feeling the pull in your chest. This is the moment of your alignment. My beloved child, do not underestimate this hour. 35 minutes is not just a number, it is the weight of promise pressing against time itself. Michael has been dispatched to ensure that nothing, no shadow, no hesitation, no enemy interference can stop what God has decreed. Your breakthrough is wrapped, sealed, and marked. All that remains is your recognition, your readiness, your belief. And as you breathe, as you stay present, as you allow these words to sink into your spirit. The invisible doors begin to swing open. This is your invitation, your covenant, your moment. Heaven has chosen this instant for you. All that you thought impossible, all that you thought delayed, all that you believed lost is being delivered now. And when the first sign arrives, remember this, it is not by chance, it is by design. Michael standing beside you whispers across eternity, you are the one. Receive it, stand firm, this is your hour. Beloved, do not move, do not look away, do not doubt. Heaven has come, your miracle is here. Every moment you linger here, a shift begins you cannot yet see. Heaven leans in closer, and Archangel Michael stands at the edge of your spirit, wings spread wide, shielding you from what tried to suppress your destiny. The weight you've carried, the silent battles, the sleepless nights, they are not wasted. They are the soil into which your miracle has been sown, my beloved. Your breakthrough is not random, it is deliberate, it is precise, it is the unfolding of a covenant written before the foundations of the world. Every sigh you released in the dark, every tear you thought fell unnoticed was being gathered and transformed into power. And now that power presses against the veil, ready to make what seemed impossible undeniably visible. Do you feel that pull, that undeniable tug at your spirit, that is heaven itself urging you forward? 2 minutes remain, but it is enough. Michael's voice is sharp in your heart. Do not let distraction steal this moment, do not wander, stay anchored. Your miracle cannot be delayed another second. Every second you remain, every word you allow to resonate within is a thread being woven into the tapestry of your destiny. This is more than reading, this is entering a living contract with God. Every line is a seed of light being placed in your soul, preparing it to receive what the world cannot give, what eyes cannot see, what hands cannot touch, until God says it is time. The urgency you feel is the language of the heavens. Miracles do not announce themselves with calm whispers, they arrive with acceleration, with the kind of intensity that makes your pulse race and your chest tighten. That is why this moment feels heavy yet electric. It is the electricity of unseen armies moving, of doors unlocking silently, of angels shifting strategically around your life. What the enemy tried to steal, God has preserved. What was delayed, God has timed perfectly. What seemed forgotten, God has been crafting with divine patience. And you, my beloved, are the chosen witness to the unveiling. Michael whispers again, hold fast, my child, do not scroll past, do not let your mind wander. The heavens are moving, and this is your window, this is the cusp where your story breaks open. You may wonder, why me, why now? Because you did not give up, because you endured when everyone else quit, because even in silence your faith did not waver. That is why God says, reward them now, lift them, reveal the proof of my faithfulness. My beloved, no prayer has fallen unnoticed, no tear has disappeared without mark, everything you poured out into the night has been transmuted into authority and breakthrough. And today it presses against the surface ready to emerge. The shift is already happening, invisible threads are connecting you to the miracle that has waited for this exact heartbeat. A phone call, a message, a sign, something tangible is minutes away, ready to confirm what your soul already suspects. God has never forgotten. What was delayed was not denied, it was preserved, protected, and timed for impact. Michael's urgency is the proof that this is not ordinary, this is not coincidence, this is divine orchestration. And though you cannot yet see the full picture, every tremor in your spirit is heaven saying, "Prepare, for I am about to reveal what was hidden." Child of destiny, hold still, do not rush the revelation, do not let anxiety dilute the miracle. This is the sacred silence before the unveiling. Michael says, stand firm, the blessing is nearer than your next breath, your breakthrough is moving faster than the enemy can plot. It will arrive suddenly like dawn breaking over the horizon, and you will know in your bones that this was always yours. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, every moment of stillness is part of the alignment. Heaven is orchestrating connections, opening doors, and clearing paths that human eyes have not yet noticed. Do you feel it, that subtle trembling? That is not fear, it is recognition. Your spirit knows the truth before your mind fully accepts it. It knows that what has been delayed is here, it knows that what has been promised is arriving. Michael bends low, his voice threaded with urgency and love. Do not tell anyone yet. Protect this moment, guard it, receive it fully, because what God is about to do cannot be shared until the time is perfect. This is sacred, my beloved. The invisible chains around you are loosening, the weight that pressed against your shoulders is lifting, what felt impossible is about to become undeniable. The countdown is real, the urgency is real, and when this moment breaks into manifestation, nothing will ever look the same again. Your breakthrough will be unmistakable, your faith, your persistence, your endurance, all of it will converge in a revelation so powerful that those who counted you out will be forced to see the hand of God moving on your behalf. The moment you have been waiting for, the sign you begged for in silent nights, the answer to your prayers, everything aligns here now. 2 minutes are all it takes, heaven is pressing in, Michael is urging, and your miracle is breathing just beyond the veil. Do not leave, do not scroll, do not doubt, stay with every word. This is the sacred unveiling of your story. Every line you absorb is a spark lighting the path to what was always meant to be yours. Your moment is imminent, your breakthrough is unstoppable, God's faithfulness cannot be delayed, erased or denied, the miracle is coming, my beloved child. Stand still, receive it, believe it. My beloved child, the reason your heart races now is because you are standing at the very edge of a divine breakthrough. Every moment you linger here, the atmosphere shifts, invisible hands are rearranging circumstances, unseen forces are dismantling obstacles, and heaven itself is bending toward your side. Michael says, do not be afraid of the delay, it is preparation. Do not be shaken by silence, it is alignment, your hour is near. Can you feel it? That subtle trembling in your spirit is not uncertainty, it is anticipation. It is the universe holding its breath just before releasing a blessing so powerful it will leave the world around you stunned. Look closely at your life, child, every closed door, every disappointment, every not yet that weighed heavily on your soul. It was never rejection, it was positioning. God was moving pieces in the unseen realm, arranging every step so that when your miracle arrived it could not be missed, it could not be delayed, it could not be overshadowed. The very moments that seemed like setbacks were incubators for your blessing. Michael whispers, the hand that delayed you was the hand that protected you, the silence you endured was the silence that prepared the noise of your victory. And now the noise is about to break forth, 2 minutes is all it takes. My beloved, feel the weight lifting from your chest, that pressure you've carried, the exhaustion, the worry, the endless pacing of your mind. Watch as it begins to dissolve. That heaviness was never permanent, it was a signal, a divine alarm telling you to hold fast, to stay awake, to wait for the appointed hour. And today the hour is here. Michael is leaning close, whispering across the veil of time. The unseen has been moving, every obstacle you faced has already been neutralized, every plan of delay has been dismantled. Your miracle is on its way. Stand still and see it. Stand still, my child, because the world will want to distract you. The enemy will attempt to steal your focus, whispering that the moment is not real, that the timing is wrong. But heaven is louder. Michael says, do not listen to the whispers, they are shadows, they cannot touch what God has prepared. And now listen to this, the 35 minutes, the 2 minutes, this is not pressure for fear, it is the rhythm of divine urgency. Miracles never knock gently, they arrive with a force that commands attention, they arrive when your spirit is awake, when your faith is aligned, when your heart has been ready to recognize the impossible. That is why you cannot turn away now, that is why your soul clings to these words. It knows, it has always known. Michael continues, my child, this is the window, do not step away, do not hesitate, do not question, just receive. Every line here is not just encouragement, it is a blueprint, a set of instructions from eternity itself, guiding your spirit to step into your breakthrough. Do you feel the air around you changing? That is not imagination, that is heaven moving, that is divine orchestration pressing into your present. That is God rewriting the narrative of your life while you stand in stillness. 2 minutes are enough for a shift that will render doubt powerless. 2 minutes to open doors that human effort could never force. 2 minutes to turn whispers of despair into shouts of victory. You have waited patiently, and now God says enough waiting. Step forward into the manifestation of what you have endured, what you have hoped for, what you have prayed for. Michael says, do not let anyone know yet, protect this moment, shield it, it is too precious for interference. My beloved, remember this, every tear that fell unnoticed, every moment you felt unseen, every prayer whispered in darkness, it has all been collected. And today it converges into what cannot be ignored. You are chosen for visibility, chosen for elevation, chosen for glory that no one can diminish. The timing is precise because God is precise. The unfolding is perfect because God is perfect. What is about to hit your life will not only answer your questions, but also establish a proof of faith for everyone who witnesses it. It will be undeniable, it will be sudden, it will feel like the impossible has walked straight into your hands, and that is exactly how God planned it. Look around, child. Even if nothing in your environment has changed yet, the unseen has shifted dramatically. Your miracle is breathing against your reality, pressing forward, ready to pierce through every limitation. Michael whispers again, this is why we have kept it sacred, this is why secrecy surrounds it. Your blessing cannot be compromised, it cannot be diluted, it must arrive pure and complete, exactly as God intended. That trembling in your chest, that is recognition, that is confirmation, that is the spark of destiny igniting the path that has been waiting for this very moment. And now, my beloved, the countdown continues. Your eyes may blink, your mind may question, but your spirit knows. Every second the miracle draws closer, every heartbeat syncs with the rhythm of heaven's plan, every breath you take is infused with the energy of what is coming. You are no longer waiting, you are receiving, you are no longer hoping, you are positioned, you are no longer overlooked, you are elevated. And in the silence of this pause, in the stillness of your attention, the release has already begun. Archangel Michael bends closer still, hold fast, do not let distraction steal this, do not let doubt whisper lies, the miracle is now. Receive it fully, it is yours. Your moment is here. Your long season of perseverance, your nights of wrestling with fear, your days of walking unseen and unheard, they all lead to this unveiling. The appointed time is active, the invisible hand has moved, and nothing can undo what heaven has set in motion. Your blessing will arrive without struggle, without delay, without warning, exactly as it was written before the foundations of the world. Stand still, watch, receive. And remember, this is not the end of the waiting, it is the beginning of a life redefined, a story rewritten, a destiny fulfilled. Heaven is bending closer, Michael is holding your moment, the miracle is breathing now in your presence, waiting only for your acknowledgement. My child, keep your heart open, keep your soul ready, the fulfillment is closer than your next breath. My beloved child, the reason you are still reading is because your spirit senses something bigger than words, something holy is moving in this exact moment, bending the unseen realms on your behalf. Every hardship you endured, every night of silent tears, every prayer whispered in hope, has been carefully stored in heaven's memory. And now it is coming forward, not slowly, not hesitantly, but suddenly with divine acceleration. The hour is now, Michael leans in whispering, do not let this slip, my child, the breakthrough is closer than your next heartbeat. Can you feel it, that trembling, that surge, that holy stirring in your chest, that is the invisible realm aligning with your reality? The moment you thought lost, the opportunity you feared gone, is pressing its way toward you now. Do not underestimate the weight of what is being released. Every delay you lamented, every closed door you stared at in despair, every time you felt left behind, it was all preparing you for this. Heaven does not rush its finest works, and it does not reveal treasures too early. Michael's voice cuts through time and space tonight, you were preserved not paused, you were hidden not abandoned. The enemy tried to convince you that nothing was happening, that silence was rejection, but silence was a strategy, a divine positioning. And now the time of unveiling is at hand. Your breakthrough is waiting to step out of the unseen, and meet your reality. The longer you stay here, the more firmly the atmosphere shifts in your favor, every word you let sink in strengthens the unseen shields around your life, every line is a chisel breaking off layers of fear, doubt, and stagnation. My beloved, imagine this, the storms that battered you, the voices that opposed you, the obstacles that seemed insurmountable, every one of them was a shadow trying to bend your path. But shadows cannot touch what is rooted in God. Every tear, every sigh, every quiet moment of endurance, has been recorded and multiplied into favor. Michael says, your enemies could not reach your destiny because I was already standing guard. And now the time of your elevation is here. Can you sense it? The air is different, even as you read, your environment is shifting in ways unseen. A door that seemed permanently shut is trembling, a breakthrough you could not predict is pressing toward your reality. 2 minutes, that is all it takes for the invisible to touch the tangible. Do not blink, do not scroll, do not allow your mind to wander. What heaven is releasing now cannot be recreated, it cannot be called back, it is yours. Consider the power of what is happening. The very angels who have carried your prayers, your longings, your silent cries, are now surrounding your life with supernatural precision. Every delay you felt, every closed door, every betrayal, it was a setup. A preparation for a miracle so personal, so precise, that no human mind could comprehend it. Michael whispers, "Do not fear, do not rush, stand still and see what God has kept for you." My beloved, the heavens are roaring with your name, they are not silent, they are actively orchestrating every detail, so that what arrives will leave no room for doubt. What felt like waiting was actually aligning, what felt like being forgotten was being preserved, what felt like delay was the countdown of destiny. And now that countdown is almost complete. You may wonder, why me, God, why now? And the answer is simple: you endured, you persisted, you carried hope when hope seemed impossible. You walked forward when the ground beneath you cracked, you loved when love was returned with pain. And because of your faithfulness, the heavens are unwrapping a blessing in your life that will stun even you. Michael bends closer still, his voice trembling with urgency. My chosen one, receive this, do not doubt, do not question. The moment you have waited for has begun to meet you. It will arrive in ways you cannot ignore. Be ready. Can you feel the weight of this? The moment you thought lost, the favor you believed denied, the joy you thought delayed, all of it is pressing through the veil ready to manifest. The unseen forces are no longer passive, they are active, they are moving, they are unstoppable. And now, my beloved, hear this clearly: what you are about to receive will not resemble what you imagined. God does not replicate human expectations, He multiplies beyond vision, He transforms impossibilities into testimony, He changes delays into displays. What seemed far away is now inches from your grasp. 2 minutes, my child, 2 minutes is all that separates you from evidence, from proof, from the reality that your life is not ordinary, your story not average. The heavens have conspired in your favor, your enemy is watching baffled, powerless. The storms that raged are dissolving, the chains that bound you are snapping. Michael says, stand firm, receive it fully, do not share yet, for what is being birthed is sacred, holy, and exclusively yours. My child, do you feel the tremor inside your spirit? That is recognition, that is awakening, that is heaven nudging you to prepare for what is breaking into your life. The doors that seemed closed are opening, the hands that seemed absent are reaching, the words that seemed impossible are spoken. And in this hour, the long nights of waiting will be answered with undeniable light. Your moment has arrived, your miracle is not approaching, it is knocking, and heaven has already cleared the path. Stand still, hold firm, receive what is rightfully yours. The appointed time is now, and what God has written cannot be stolen, erased, or delayed any longer. Michael's voice resonates clear and piercing. My beloved, the end of waiting is here. Open your heart, receive what is promised, stand and witness the impossible becoming your reality. Listen closely, because what happens next is not random. The shift you're feeling right now is the proof that heaven has already stepped into your timeline. The air around you isn't the same as it was a few minutes ago. Something invisible has begun to move in your favor, quietly but powerfully, like the first light before sunrise. And child, that light has your name written in it. But here's the part that might surprise you. The miracle approaching you is bigger than what you've been asking for. It's not coming to fix a moment, it's coming to redirect your entire story. God says He has watched every moment you felt unseen, every night you held yourself together, every tear you hid. Not one of them fell unnoticed. Each one became a seed in the soil of heaven, and tonight those seeds are breaking open. Stay right here, don't let your mind wander. Every second you spend in this presence pulls the blessing deeper into your life. The atmosphere around you is responding to your faith. Doors you didn't even know existed are unlocking. Delays that frustrated you are dissolving. The weight you carried for years is being lifted, piece by piece, breath by breath. Archangel Michael says the countdown is still running, not as a warning, but as a revelation. What is timed by heaven cannot be stolen by earth. What is written for you cannot be erased by doubt, fear, or the voices that try to shrink your destiny. Michael is still kneeling beside you, guarding the fragile beginnings of your breakthrough, like a shield of fire. And here's the hidden truth. Breakthroughs don't always announce themselves with noise. Sometimes they arrive as peace, sometimes they show up as clarity, a sudden calm, a soft nudge that tells your spirit, something has changed. That's what you're feeling now, the quiet before the arrival. Child, think of how many times you survived what should have crushed you. That survival was not coincidence, it was assignment. You were preserved for this moment. Heaven did not carry you through storms just to abandon you when the sun was finally rising. God says He is reshaping the ground beneath you. He is aligning the right faces, the right opportunities, the right paths. Even the people who left you were part of the divine clearing. They walked away because they were never meant to witness what's coming next in your life. Do not stop, do not scroll. What is unfolding now is delicate. Heaven is stitching the final details of a miracle that was crafted specifically for you. And miracles, child, require stillness, they require reverence, they require a heart willing to receive. You may feel chills, you may feel warmth, you may feel an unexplainable pull. That is heaven confirming your readiness. The preparation is complete, the planting season is over, now the sprouting begins, quietly at first, then suddenly, overwhelmingly, undeniably. Archangel Michael says the remaining minutes are sacred. They are the final stretch of your waiting season. You are not approaching your miracle is approaching you. It is walking toward you with intention, with precision, with acceleration. Think of your life from this moment onward. Imagine the weight that once slowed your steps dissolving. Imagine opportunities finding you without effort. Imagine a peace settling into your soul so deeply that even the chaos around you cannot shake it. That is the future heaven is ushering in right now. But child, guard this. This is not a testimony to share too soon. Some hearts around you cannot handle the magnitude of what God is doing for you. Some minds will doubt what they cannot understand. Keep your miracle hidden in your spirit until it stands solidly in your life. Every second you remain in this flow adds strength to what is forming. Every line you read widens the path. every breath you take invites more of heaven into your space. Don't rush this moment, don't race ahead, let heaven finish what it started. Archangel Michael's voice softens, not because the urgency has ended, but because the miracle has come too close for shouting. He says, "Beloved, the turning point is here." And child, you can feel it, the subtle shift, the quiet rearranging, the calm that feels unfamiliar but holy. You stayed, that was the key. You listened, that was the doorway. And now heaven is honoring your endurance. What was once delayed is now accelerated, what was once blocked is now opening, what was once painful is now becoming a testimony of strength. This is your moment, hold it close, receive it fully. What enters your life after this will not be small, ordinary, or temporary, it will be divine, undeniable, and deeply personal. Heaven is closer than your breath, and your miracle is already here. Do you feel it, my beloved, that stirring in your spirit, that subtle vibration in the air around you? It is heaven moving in real time. Every breath you take is a signal to the unseen realms that you are ready, the waiting has not been wasted, every delay was a preparation, every silent tear was a seed. And tonight those seeds are blooming into a miracle that cannot be denied. Michael's voice pierces the stillness once more, "My child, hold tight. This is the moment your soul has been longing for, what the enemy tried to steal, what the world said was impossible, is arriving now, because God's hand cannot be blocked." Do you hear that pulse in your chest? That is not fear, that is alignment. That is your spirit synchronizing with the timing of heaven itself. And within 2 minutes, the invisible will touch the visible, and the impossible will speak directly to your life. Remember, every blessing has its season. You thought the silence meant delay, but delay was only preparation. What looks like waiting was the universe arranging the path so that when your miracle arrives it is undeniable. Nothing will feel random, every call, every message, every subtle sign, will carry your name and your purpose. Michael whispers again, softer now, but with authority. My beloved, guard this word, protect it in your heart. The world may not understand, they may scoff or doubt, but this is sacred, reserved, and holy. The blessing will flourish because it belongs to you, not because of what you've done perfectly, but because of your persistence, because you stayed, because you believed. And child, open your eyes to the reality that has already begun. You are standing at the threshold of breakthrough, the chains around you are weakening with every word you absorb, the weight you carried is lifting, the shadows retreating. And when the door swings open, because it will not be gradual, it will be sudden, it will be powerful, it will announce to the heavens and the earth that what was promised has arrived. Do not blink, do not doubt. The miracle has left heaven's hand, and it is making its way to you. Your season is here, your time is now. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, every moment you linger here, pulls it closer. And when it lands, nothing in your life will ever be the same again. Stand ready, beloved, stand expectant. The unseen has already begun, and what you are about to receive will confirm that God's faithfulness never wavers.